Hey everyone, welcome to LipRippin Podcast. I'm your host, Ravien, aka Ravasaurus. Thanks so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it as per usual. Good of you to stop by. Thanks for lending those ears as always. So, here I am on another episode with you all. And I think we're pretty deep here. We've been going on an insane run together, so I figured I'll share a pretty interesting gem with you all. So, not sure if you guys know this or not, but to those of you that haven't, my resident river used to be the Pickerel River in northern Ontario in Parry Sound, and that was my favorite place to be for a multitude of reasons. But one of my favorite fishing partners of all time used to be up there with me a lot and with my dad a lot, and that's the infamous Red Bai, aka Uncle Red or Uncle Bunoy, depending on who you're talking to. But that is my mom's oldest sister's brother. So believe it or not, one of my favorite and best fishing partners of all time is 83 years young now in 2021. So I think he's that old. He might be 80, but he's old. And he's my boy. I love fishing with him. He is one of the baddest fishermen of all time. He has told me some pretty sick stories about fishing back home in Guyana for various types of game fish that sport fishermen and anglers would kill to catch. Some of which being the peacock bass, which is a resident of Guyana and Brazil in the Amazon jungle. Flathead catfish, yellowtail, redtail catfish. They catch a lot of those in Guyana too. And anyways, he's had a lot of years on his back. The reason I love fishing with him so much is because he, first of all, is one of the best fishermen I've ever met in my entire life. But also, he's really funny and really superstitious. Like, he will spit on his lure, like if it's not catching him any fish, to like try to change up the luck, or like he'll just do crazy things, and he'll have all these crazy sayings, and it's just too fucking funny. But this episode is about when the fish are on, the fish are on. And him and I were up there, God, I don't know. We've been up there a million times together, but him and I were up there for probably maybe 4 days with my dad, and we were just chilling. It was a beautiful, beautiful summer so far, and we went out on a summer evening for an evening fish around probably 5. And what we didn't know we were heading out for was an absolute slaying that has never been matched, even still to this day. He talks about it once in a while when there's people around that don't know the story or whatever. But him and I went out, and we're both using our favorite fucking lures too. He's using this white split swim bait, hard swim bait, with like red on the face, and I am using my Rapala F11 perch, either regular perch color or dead perch, yellow perch, whatever you want to call it. And we're going out for some topwater action, probably around this time of year too, like early August, mid-July, whatever it is, right? Because it's just gorgeous out. We're in t-shirts, whatever, right? So we head out on the bay, and we literally always start in the first place is the bay literally across the river, which we call Pikes Bay. So him and I go into Pikes Bay, and we're both throwing topwater, and it is just a shit show. We're just slamming fish in this tiny little bay. We probably caught like a couple of bass, definitely some skinny pike, whatever, right? and the fishing's just on, and they're just fucking taking the top water. Water's calm, everything's beautiful, and these fish are just going after what we're presenting. So we cruise that little bay. Then there's a small little bay over, right beside Pikes Bay. We used to call that Ryan's Bay because native a native buddy of mine, Ryan, camped there for a really long time. That was his camping beach. Um, and yeah, so we go over to Little Bay and just start smashing them again, right? Pike, bass, whatever. So now we go to off the coast of New Mexico, which you guys have probably been interested to in, which you've probably been introduced to in past episodes. But we go over to the coast of New Mexico and we start slapping them up, slapping them up, slapping them up, and it's just a fucking field day, right? We're in like probably 15 fish within an hour and a half maybe. Then we start cruising the big bay, Woodlands Bay, and we're slapping them and slapping them and slapping them up there too, right? To the point where they're so aggressive, they're jumping over the lure. They're fucking missing the lure. It's like crack. The lure hits the water, bang, bang, bang. And sometimes the fish are just on and they're on. And you just gotta, if you feel like continuing to catch them, you can take a break. You can put fish in the freezer on days like this. It's just fucking insane. So we round the bend and we're coming back to the home stretch by the dock now. We're probably 25, 30 fish in, right? So like, what the fuck? So, and he's an old guy. You gotta remember, Redbye's old too, right? Like at this time, he's probably like early 70s. So he's still like active, but he's still old, and he worked hard in his life. So he has like arthritis and stuff, and so he's like, like take me in basically, right? I'm like, yeah, whatever, let's go. So we're right in front of the dock, right? And he's like snagged up on a bed of weeds by the dock on the swim bait, right? And he's like, man, me get snag. I was like, okay, cool, man, just whatever. Can you get it out? So he's reeling and he's reeling and he's reeling and he's reeling, and it's coming in like a fucking log, right? And right at the end, at the front of the boat, as soon as this guy gets this thing to the boat, we see in the water the whole time he was hooked on like a nice northern pike, but buried him in the weeds, and he had no idea because it wasn't fighting at all. It was just coming in like a log, as I said. And a scrap ensues in front at the side of the boat. Him and the fish just start scrapping it out. I net him, and we're just happier than pigs in you know what. We're just like two schoolboys. I'm like high-fiving him like crazy. He's old, he can't even take the high fives. I'm going nuts, like the way that I described this evening fish, it was like like that's how many fish were coming in the goddamn boat with me and this wily veteran that I was with, Redbye. Still to this day, literally the best afternoon/evening fish I've ever been involved with. Never has there been one better than that, and I doubt I would match that on this planet Earth. With a better partner, definitely, no doubt. I could never find a better partner than that, but I doubt I can match that evening fish unless you put me in some untouched water out in like northern Ontario, like a fly-in lake, some place like that. I could probably put together a similar outing on a beautiful summer's day like early August, but that one was definitely one for the books, and one of my favorite fishing experiences with my best bud, Redbye, man. And that's one that I'll cherish for my whole life, for as long as I live, because those are the times that it's all about, man. Like the times that only you and another person experience, and it's just it's great, man. Making memories out on the water is the best shit anybody can ever do. And I can't wait to keep making memories with a lot of my friends and my family for the next 30, 40 years. Like at this juncture in my life, I look back and I think about how many mornings and how many evenings and how many campfires I've had, and all that shit. And you know you become grateful for those things. Like when you're having them back in the day, you don't really realize you're just enjoying the fire, you're just enjoying the fish, you're enjoying all those things, right? You're living in the present, you're living in the moment. But now, shit, I'm almost gonna be 34, I think, at the end of this year. Shaq Daddy, Shaq on the Lakers, number 34. You look back on it, and 10 plus years ago, that fishing trip happened, and to have not replicated that in that many years, there's something to be said about that. It's like making history, making a piece of, I don't know. It's sick though, and I encourage everyone to do it. As make memories, go to the cottage, love Ontario, get involved, be outside, make frickin' campfires, have s'mores if that's your bag. You know what I'm saying? Have a cold beer, enjoy your time with your peeps, man, because it's sick. You could talk about it forever. So thanks so much for joining me on another episode of LipRippin. That was a boat ride with me and Red By, and fuck, I'm telling you, there was tons of them, and him and I bagged and put a shitload of fish in the boat, not just that day, but many, 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 many days. And he is a champion and a true warrior fisherman. I've got so many stories with him, and I can't believe we're this many episodes in and I haven't told you a long one. But once again, thanks so much for joining me on this boat ride, and I hope to see you guys sometime real soon. Hit me up on any media you can, just Instagram, or you can even text me, because I know all you guys, you know what I mean? Give me a shout and let me know how you're enjoying the show, because season 1 of 52 episodes will be done soon, and then you'll be yearning for more. So let me know. Thanks so much, and I hope you guys join me on another boat ride soon time. See ya.